With Man City finally securing the W over Arsenal and officially making the league wraps, is the treble a real possibility right now?
All right, in your opinion, how realistic is the treble?
All right, well, let's be honest here. The league title was probably the easiest part of it, right?
I don't think so. What? How?
I think Pep, with more games to play, is a way better manager than a one game, deciding all.
Okay, yeah, I get
game.
that, but at the end of the day, we were like 11 points behind Arsenal. It was looking scary at one point.
Come on, man.
It's
Arsenal.
You know me. I've been saying we were gonna win the league.
Well, everyone. It's not just you. Like everyone knew Arsenal was gonna bottle.
That's not true.
Besides Arsenal,
don't make shit up now. Now that we've come back, look. At the end of the day, the league is wraps. FA Cup final now against Manchester United. First time a Manchester derby is going to be in the FA Cup final. And for me, this is a guaranteed win. We know Pep's record in finals. He's only lost 2 finals in his entire career. One against Real Madrid with Barca, one against Chelsea with City. I mean, for me, this is a guaranteed win. Lisandro injured, Varane injured. They have De Gea. I don't see how we lose this game. I'm not gonna lie. For me, that it's a guaranteed win for FA Cup. Obviously, things can happen, but that's my feeling.
This is probably the worst matchup. Everyone thinks De Zerbi ball, excellent, right? Of course, everyone knows Brighton is very nice. I just think that would have been an easier matchup for City if they had played Brighton in the final.
But yeah, I agree. Obviously, because it's not a derby. So
exactly
in a derby, like anything can happen. I get
so
that.
That's why I think this is going to be the hardest part of the treble. 100%.
Nah.
Because Manchester United, they know the history with you two, of course. I think that they're going to go all out. They have nothing else to play for,
so
right?
So are we.
You have Champions League.
Okay.
To worry about.
Okay. No, by FA Cup final time, there will only be one more game to play, and that will be the Champions League final.
Manchester United, at the end of the day, that's their sole objective. They want 2 trophies at the end of the season.
Okay. But what does it have to do? What does the Champions League final have to do with anything? That it's not like the FA Cup final is going to be 3 days before the Champions League. It's going to be like there's going to be like a week gap at least.
I understand that.
So it's not going to there's not going to be an issue there.
Player psyches, it's going to affect them.
You don't understand. This group is so focused.
Come on, dude.
But you don't understand the psychology of this. The reason that this team has been so successful over the last 7 years is because they go game by game. They don't worry about what's happening in 2-3 games time. They worry about the next game, and that's it. That's all they do. That's all they ever have done, which is why Pep is a serial winner.
But Pep Guardiola doesn't think that way.
Of course he does.
He's obviously going to change up.
Why do you think the team thinks that way?
He's obviously going to change up the formation, the players, the personnel.
Why? For
the Champions League final.
Why? The game is, there's going to be like a minimum week rest between the games. There's no reason to do that. He can play the same 11 in both games.
No. Pep Guardiola we're talking about.
Dude, you're tweaking out. These are not valid points.
We've seen this before. We've seen the rotation, the Pep Guardiola rotation.
Yeah, when there's games every 3 days. Yeah, of course.
No, man.
What do you mean, no, man?
We saw in the Champions League final when you guys reached it the last time.
Okay, what about it?
You guys played Gundogan at CDM.
Okay, that was a tactical change, not because of rest. It was the last game of the season. Why would he have to rest Rodri? It was a tactical change.
But you don't understand.
No, I'm understand. You're just not. Your points are invalid.
100%.
No, your points are invalid. The games aren't 3 days apart, so he's not going to rest players for energy reasons. He's going to play an 11 based on the tactics. So, and at the end of the day, Man United have injuries. They've been struggling with injuries. It's going to be a tough match for them. I think this is a guaranteed win.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the hardest test.
All right, whatever. We disagree on that one. We can go on to Champions League. Inter Milan in the final. Come on, that's easy money. That's easy pickings. Pretty much a free win.
Listen, this same mentality is going on all around Manchester City's training ground. I think that Manchester City will not be able to secure the treble when it comes to finishing the season. I think it is just way too hard of a feat. I don't think we'll be able to see it anytime soon for any team.
Treble is going to happen. The league was the hardest thing to overcome. The win against Arsenal solidifies the league. One off game against United in the final is a win. And we're the best team left in the Champions League. Treble will happen. 3-peat as well to go along with it. History will be made.